Just have a little stretch out. A bit of stretch if you want. Just take a few deep breaths. Close your eyes for a few seconds here. Inhaling in through the nose. And exhaling out through the nose. You can keep your eyes closed for a few more seconds if you wish. Just a long stretch, reach the arms up. You can point the toes to the back of the mat as well. Just give yourself a big reach, a big stretch. And pull your heels up to your bum, arms into a T, loosening back first. Windscreen wipers with the knees. Slowing down that movement so you can slow down the breath as well and link them together. If anything funny is going on the bottom of your spine, your sacroiliac joint, keep the knees together. Otherwise, by all means, keep the feet hip distance. Just let the knees go however they want. Make sure it feels nice on your back. And make this the last one each way. And then reach the legs long again. Reach the arms long. We're just going to roll up once. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, press your lower back onto the mat. Start lifting the arms and just look towards your toes. Maybe stop there for a sec and then sit all the way up. Once you're up, long spine, feet together, flex the feet. Take a big reach. I'm going to use the strap. And as you exhale, just wrap that strap or grab your feet if you can reach or underneath your knees. And just give it a gentle stretch. Just start lengthening the hamstrings. Nothing too aggressive just yet. We won't be here for long. Maybe drop your head as well. So you might feel your neck. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. And then sit back up, bend your knees, feet flat, hip distance. Grab the back of your knees and round your back. I'm going to do a few cat-cow here, or however you want to call it. Inhale as you press your chest forwards, drop the head back. Exhale as you round your back, let the elbows go out to the side. Shoulders can come up to the ears. A few more times, warming up spine. Just feeling that articulation in the spine, one way, other way. One last time. And then sit back up with a straight back again. Grab the strap if you need it and wrap it around your left foot. You might not need it, but let's just use it for the first one. Strap is around the left foot and I'm grabbing the strap with my right hand. Sitting upright and start straightening your left leg. Lift it up and you might already feel a bit of a stretch in the hamstrings. You can hold the back of your left hamstrings with your left hand if you want. Make sure the right knee is pointing up to the ceiling. And if you feel you're already there and you can still sit up tall, you can grab the outside of the left foot with your right hand around the pinky toe area. Nice straight arm, straight leg if you can. Otherwise, just hold that strap and your left arm is going to go to the back. So you're twisting the back, but use the length of the strap if you need to so your spine stays very long. If you can straighten that left leg, point the toes up to the ceiling. So you've got a slight hamstring stretch going on, but mainly I want you to feel that your spine is twisting, your back is stretching. And then look back to the front. Grab the foot or the back of your legs with both hands. You can release the strap. I'm going to use it later. Point the toes. Roll back slightly round your back, and that's going to switch on your core. Suck your belly button in and release the leg. Let's see if it stays up. If you need to lower it a bit, that's absolutely fine. Suck the belly button in a little bit more. Interlace fingers, pistol position with the first two fingers. And just step the fingers onto the left side of the mat for 5. Inhale as you come back, straight arms. As you step down, tap down for 4. So again, you're twisting that back. 3, any back pain, sit up a bit taller. Otherwise, sit back a bit more. 2, and 1 more. Come back to center, leave the leg as it is. Just roll onto your back slowly. Tug the knee into the chest. Straighten that right heel away from your bum. And just massage your lower back by drawing your left knee into your chest. Just going side to side a little bit. And then release that leg onto the mat long. Reach the arms up. This time you only roll up halfway. Take a big inhale as you exhale. Press the lower back onto the mat. And just sit up where you feel that your shoulder blades are coming off of the mat. Lower back is still flat. If there is any problem on the neck, support your head with your hands. Otherwise, reach forwards. Now bring your right knee towards your face and try and touch that right knee to the forehead and hold it here for a split second. Extend it out. Push down the right heel. Go all the way down. Reach the arms up. Big inhale. Exhale, lift. Lower back stays flat. Stop here and then bring the left knee towards your head. Try and touch and hold. Extend it out. I'm going to do another 4 of them each, 2 of them each way. Inhale as you reach. Exhale, lower back presses first. Stop on the top and then bring the knee in. Touch and hold. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower back starts, coming high, touching knee to the forehead, left knee. Hold and start again. 1 more each way. However close you can come to your forehead, make sure you hold it there for a split second. Extend everything down. This time sit all the way up. Lower back first. And roll up slowly. Again, feet together. Toes are pointing up. Give your hamstrings another stretch. Just hold it here for a couple of breaths. Use the strap if you need to. And then bending the knees, grabbing the back of your knees. Sitting upright, grab the strap straight away. We are going to start extending that right foot. So I wrap the strap around the right leg, sitting upright, holding the strap with the left hand. Use the length of the strap so your leg is straight, your spine is straight. You can always grab it straight away with the left hand, the outside of your foot. And if you're ready, right arm is traveling behind you. Reach the right fingertips to the back of the mat. Really long spine, so use the strap if you need to, because if you start rounding your back, you might hurt your lower back. Make sure your left knee is pointing to the ceiling. Back to center, grabbing the back of your legs or the foot if you can reach it. I release the strap. I round the back, lean back a bit until I feel that my stomach is working, and then release the leg. Interlacing fingers. 2 fingers are pointing forward, straight arms, and then tap down to your right side for 5. Inhale, come back. Straight arms the entire time if you can. Breathe out as you tap, breathe in as you come back. 3, as little movement in the legs as possible. 2, and 1. Come back, release, keep the leg there. Slowly roll onto your back. Draw the right knee in, left leg straight. Just hug it in, massage your back. Knee goes side to side. And then send the right leg long. Let's do those little sit-ups with the knee to the forehead. Big inhale, we've got 8 altogether. Exhale, stop on the top. Right knee comes in first. Touch if you can and squeeze. Come all the way down. Always start the movement with the lower back pressing onto the mat first. Don't forget that little pause. That's the one that gives that squeeze to your stomach. We've got 6 more. Taking it slow. giving it a good squeeze, always pressing the heel onto the mat. The one that doesn't lift, it helps you by pressing into the mat. It kind of takes my breath away because you're trying to come high, you're trying to squeeze. Any pain in the lower back? You may want to bend both knees and just keep the other foot flat on the mat. We're coming up to the last two. As I'm doing the last one on the right side, we're going to hold that squeeze a bit longer. So come up, pull it in, touch if you can, squeeze for 3, 2, 1, release. Inhale all the way down. Exhale, come up onto the forehead with the left knee and hold for 3, 2, 1, release it off. One more big sit up. Roll it all the way up. Try not to use momentum. Once you're there, one more stretch in the hamstrings. Long reach. Use the strap. Reach as far as you manage. Hold it for 3 big breaths. Try not to pull too much. Just a bit more of a stretch. And then release it. I'm going to cross the ankles, coming onto all fours. You might want to go onto your side first and just find your all four position. I'm going to scooch back to the middle of the mat. And just a few cat-cow poses just to stretch out your stomach. Big inhale as you look up, big exhale as you squeeze the tummy round your back. Couple more in your own time. One more time. And then reach the fingertips forwards, tug the toes, lift up into your first downward dog and move around a bit. Walking the dog, pedaling heels, straight arms. Long breath still. Pushing that bum high. Make sure you can feel your shoulders, your chest, getting a good mobility stretch. And then come to the front of the mat slowly. Take it step by step. Once you're in the front, feet hip distance, give me a halfway lift. Make sure you're bending the knees here. Big inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold, hold it here. Again, I'm going to pedal those feet. Actually, I'm lying, I'm just bending one knee and then the other knee. Again, as if you were walking. I'm still hanging down. Bending one knee, straightening the other one as far as it goes. So there is a bit of side-to-side movement in the hips. Hanging head, just double check that you can turn your head side to side. Not your chin, so your neck is soft. And then bend both knees round your back. Drop your chin to the chest still, then come up slowly. Take a big inhale as you reach up on the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the arms. Palms are facing to the front, roll the shoulders back, squeeze your bum straight away. And then reach up, maybe give it a slight back bend if you want. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step or jump back into your high plank position. Let's just hold it here for a sec. Anytime you need to drop your knees and just hold your plank, that's fine. Otherwise, step the left foot to the side. Tap it back to the center. Tap the right foot to the side. Tap it back to center. And give me another 6. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg. Exhale. Try and squeeze your glutes. And keep your shoulders above the wrists if possible. And right leg. And left leg. Exhale. Without any movement in the hips. I lost count, so we're going to do another 2. I'm sorry. And then one more time on the right leg. Come back. Big inhale, look forwards. Drop the knees or keep them off. Sink onto your front. Untuck the toes, stay there. Mini cobras to start with. Inhale. Not too high. Make sure you're bending those arms. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Drop the head back in the end if you want. Exhale all the way down. And then the last one, full cobra if you want. Inhale, stay there. Let's twist. Look over one shoulder, whichever you wish. Back to center. Inhale, exhale, look over the other shoulder. Exhale, come back to center, all the way onto the front. And then one more cobra if you want. This time we are going to go into your downward dog. Sit back into child's pose first if you want. And find your downward dog in your own time. Hold it for one more breath. We should be getting a bit warmer. And on your next inhale, look forward, step or jump the feet to the front, but together this time, sandwiching the big toes together. Inhale into a halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Keep that slight bend in the knees to protect them. And inhale, sit into a chair pose. Reach the arms nice and high. And sit down nice and low. Just a few breaths here. See if your back hurts. If there is any tension in your lower back, tuck the tailbone slightly. Squeeze the knees together and see if you can sit down for another breath. Maybe sit down a bit lower. Preferably keep those heels on the ground. You can always point the fingertips forwards. It helps. Squeeze those knees and then come back into your chair pose. I'm still sitting low. One more big inhale, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twist your right. If you can, left elbow on the right thigh. Right elbow pointing up and hold. Squeezing the knees, lengthening spine. Feeling that the tummy is coming off the thigh. Double checking the knees again, they are staying together. One more little push into that left elbow. So you're feeling that twist. Look at the mat. Put the left heel into your bum. And we are just going to balance a little bit. We're going to step back into a lunge, but first, extend that left leg in the back. And try and balance and hold whilst you're still bending the right leg. Slowly step back, long step into the back of the mat. And then look to the right again, twist a bit further. You're still keeping that twist. You're still lengthening the back. Pointing right elbow up. Thinking about bringing the thumb in the middle of your chest if you can. And then drop your left knee onto the mat. I'm keeping the toes tucked under, but you can untuck them. Again, twist a bit further. Once the knee is down, you might feel that it's harder, but that's okay, just try your best. For one more breath, we are going to open the arms. If it's not quite there, just keep them together. Reach the right fingertips up. If you can, touch the left fingertips on the outside of the left foot. Bend that left knee a bit more. Maybe look up to the right fingertips. Hands back to heart center. Reach up into crescent moon. Big inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, step the right leg back into a high plank position. One more inhale to prepare for your chaturanga. Exhale all the way down or straight into your upward dog. Otherwise, cobra. Press the top of the feet down. Exhale, downward dog. Hold it for one more inhale. And one more exhale. On your next inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step or jump forwards, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Going for the second side. Inhale, chair, hips low, arms high. Take a couple more breaths. And again, sit lower if you wish. If you manage to sit all the way down, brilliant. But try and keep the knees together. Have the arms in front of you, that will balance you out. Doesn't matter that the spine is curving now. On your next inhale, come back up. Look up, stay in your chair. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist to your left. Right elbow on the left thigh if you can. Take your time here. This is a low chair, low squat. Pressing into that left knee. Check your knees. They are staying together. Left elbow pointing up. Long spine. Tummy of the thigh. Feel that twist in the back, lower back. You might feel some clicking. Look down at your mat. Pull your right heel into your bum. Start extending the right leg in the back, find a balance. Try and hold that there with the bent left knee. Hover that right heel. And then take that long step back. Find that lunge. Take the twist further. Think about thumb coming in the middle of your chest. Long spine. Pop the back knee onto the mat. Just settle into it, find your balance. And if it's there, open the arms. Again, just taking your time. Left fingertips pointing up. Maybe right fingertips on the mat. You okay, Dom? Hands back to heart center. Reach up, crescent moon. Exhale, hands on the mat. Shoot that left foot back. High plank. Inhale, prepare for your chaturanga. Exhale, going onto the mat. Inhale, cobra, or keep the thighs off if you're ready for your upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, look forward. Step or jump to the front of the mat. Feet together again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way back up on your next inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the arms, palms to the front, shoulders back. Let's start again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale into your chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's just try and sit down here. Push the arms to the front if you need to. Take another breath here. On your next inhale again, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist to your right again. Take another breath here. Feeling that twist, getting a bit further maybe. Long spine. Look down at the mat. Put the left knee into your bum. Start hovering that left leg. Find that balance. Step back long. Twist a bit further. Now you can pop down the back knee if you want or keep it off. It's going to be actually easier to keep it off. And open the arms if it's there. Long spine. Hands back to heart center. Inhale, reach up into your crescent lunge this time. Back knees off. Exhale, hands on the mat. Shoot that right leg back and sink onto the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, lift the right leg behind you. Three-legged dog. Squeeze that right glute. Just hold it here. Level the hips for now. Don't worry too much about lifting it high. Keep dropping the chest. Armpits to the mat. One more big inhale. Right knee to left elbow as you exhale. Shift forwards. We've got 3 of these. Touch. Inhale, three-legged dog. Squeeze the right glute as you go back. Push the chest through. Exhale. Right knee to left elbow. One more. And then touch that knee to the elbow. This time I'm going to step to the left side of the mat, on the outside of the mat. Now, if you just put the right toes down, I'm crossing the leg here. Now think about the feet being about hip distance apart. You might want to watch for a sec. I'm going to release the left hand off of the mat and I flip over. So my feet are flat, my right hand is on the mat. So you kind of come into a tabletop position. And then lift the hips high, but keep pointing your left fingertips towards the mat. So you've got that high hip using the glutes, but by trying to point and reach the left fingertips to the mat, you're twisting your spine. Keep pressing the right hand into the mat. One more breath here and we go back into your three-legged dog. And let's flip over, left hand down, right heel up, three-legged dog, big inhale. Exhale, step through in between the thumbs with that right leg. Back into your runner's lunge. Pop down the back knee. Extend the front leg as far as it goes. Start stretching into those hamstrings. Half split. Pointing the right toes up if you can. You can always walk your fingertips towards the left knee. but keep your hips above the knee. Yes, the knee. Leveling the hips. And on your next inhale, come out of that stretch a bit, like a halfway lift. Exhale, take that hamstring stretch further, that half split. Keeping the fingertips on the mat. Bend that front knee. Straighten the back leg. But bend it a little bit more once you're there and sit back again into another split, but this time I'm keeping the left knee off. So this is your modified pyramid. We did that last time. Now you have the option to press the left heel onto the mat. That's going to take your hamstring stretch further. By bending your back leg, you're still giving your right hamstrings a good stretch. Drop your head. Feel the right hamstring stretching. Bend your back leg as much as you need to. Frame that front foot. Bend the front knee and float into standing split. Lift the left heel behind you. Keep the hips square to start with. If you can't find your balance, move around with the hands. You might want to move them in front of you. I'm going to hold it here for a few breaths. Drop the head, drop the chest as far as it goes. If you want to play, you can always grab the back of your right ankle with your right hand and pull gently whilst you're dropping your head. Keep squeezing your left glute so that left heel comes high. Feel that stretch and the work in the right hamstrings. Try not to lock out your right leg, your right knee. Protect the right hamstrings. Put your hands back onto the mat and step your left foot on the outside of your right foot. So you're going to cross. So my left foot crossing the ankle, the right ankle in the back. I'm feeling the left toes on the outside of the right foot. From here, give me a halfway lift. I'm going to put my hands onto the shins. Big inhale. Make sure your right leg is straight and exhale, fold. So you get a little bit of a different stretch here. You're stretching your IT band. I have a slight bend in the right leg, and I'm trying to keep the left leg straight. If your fingertips are on the mat, walk them over to your left. So you're coming on the inside of the left foot and let the shoulders turn. So I'm trying to walk. The feet are staying flat. You get that little twist there. You might feel more of a nervy feeling down the side of your left leg. Come back to center, walk it over to the other side. Try and keep your back as flat as possible. Come back to center. Bring the fingertips around your feet and shoot the left leg up in the ceiling again into a standing split. Big inhale. As you exhale, step back into that runner's lunge. Land the left foot to the back of the mat. Hands flat. Inhale, look forward. Shoot that right leg to the back. Chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Come all the way back up on your next inhale. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Knees together, hips low. If you want the hands to heart center or to the front, please do, and sit it low. On your next inhale, come all the way into your chair. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist to your left. Right elbow on the knee, knees together. Take your time to twist. Feel that you're taking it a little bit further every time. Long spine. Look at the mat. Start hovering the right heel in the back. Push it back. Keep bending the left knee. Find your balance. Keep staring at the mat. Find your focus point. Long step back. Keep twisting. You can pop the back knee onto the mat anytime you need to. Otherwise, open the arm if it's there. See how far it goes. Keep reaching the left fingertips to the ceiling. Keep lengthening the spine. Hands back to heart center. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, chaturanga. Shoot that left leg back as you're framing the front foot. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, lift that left leg, three-legged dog, and hold. Squeezing left glute. Dropping armpit to the mat. Keep that right heel off of the mat. It might feel better. Big inhale, left knee to right elbow. Exhale, try and touch. Give it a squeeze. 2 more. Inhale, three-legged dog. Squeezing the glute as you reach that leg up. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Inhale 1 more time. Exhale, touch. And again, you're crossing. Left foot goes on the outside of the right side of the mat. So you're crossing the legs. Feet are about hip distance. Lifting right arm, flip over. Feet flat, right hand off. Once you're there, lift the hips high. Reach the right fingertips to the mat. Feel that twist in the back. Lift the hips higher. Keep pressing the left hand into the mat. 1 more big breath. Keep squeezing the glutes. And then back into your three-legged dog. Right hand lands, left foot up. Big inhale. Exhale, step through in between the thumbs. Find it, runner's lunge. And then pop down the back knee. Extend the front leg. Start sitting into your side half split. Leveling hips. Decide where you want to be with the hands, wherever it doesn't hurt your back, wherever it gives you a good hamstring stretch on the left side. Do a little halfway lift. Big inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Again, if the right leg wants to be tugged or untugged, the foot I mean, to see which one feels better on the knee. Bending the front knee. I'm going to frame the front foot. You might need to change that later. Lift the back knee off. I'm bending the back leg again and start extending the front leg. So you're coming into your modified pyramid. Leveling hips again. If it doesn't feel good to have the left toes pointing to the ceiling, just put that foot flat. You can always bend that front knee. If it feels good, start pressing the right heel onto the mat. Still leveling the hip. So the right hip is going to the front of the mat, the left hip is going behind you. Lengthen the spine if you can. Big inhale, exhale again, fold. See how far it goes. As long as you feel the left hamstring stretching, you're good to go. Standing split. I'm bending the front knee first. Framing the front foot, start lifting the right heel. Keeping hips level to start with. Play around with the hands so you find your balance. Drop the head, drop the chest. If you want to, grab the left ankle with your left hand and gently pull. Lift that right leg higher. Feel the right glute working. Make sure you're not looking at the left knee. There's a slight bend there, but you feel the work and the stretch at the same time. Lift it for 1 more inhale. And start bringing that right foot across, crossing the left ankle in the back. Land that right foot. Come a little bit higher with the chest if you need to. And give it a halfway lift. Try and find your balance. Make sure your right knee is straight. And exhale as you fold. Again, different sensation. You okay, Paul? You right?
Yeah, our internet's being stupid. So just keep going, it's fine, I'll sort it out.
Fingertips on the mat if you can, that's right. And then walk the fingertips over to your left side first. You're going to feel very differently both ways. Keep turning your shoulder. Make sure it doesn't hurt your back. Try your best to keep the right leg straight. Now walk it over to your right. Slowly. Find that balance. Come back to center. Fingertips on the mat on the two sides of the feet. Shoot that right leg up, back into your standing split. Lift a little bit higher than before. Hold it for one more breath. Step to the back of the mat. Start bending the left knee. And land in your runner's lunge. Hands flat, big inhale. Step the left foot back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat as you exhale. Sorry, look forwards and exhale as you step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Make sure you're sandwiching the feet together. Inhale into another chair pose. We're going to play with that. And sit it as low as you can. We've got a few options here. You just sit. You just squeeze the knees. If you can't, keep your heels down. Fingertips on the mat. And just step forwards with your right leg. And see if you can sit onto that heel, the left heel. And then straighten out into your pistol. If you're already down, try and keep your hands off and extend that right leg. And sit in your pistol. Then changing over. If you're on your heel, on your toes, put the feet back together. Come up a little bit if you need to. Extend that left leg. Try and sit into your pistol. Try and sit onto your heels. If you're already on your heel, try and bring that heel back and change over. You're going to do a couple more, one more each way. You decide how far you want to take it. You decide where you want to do it. Your aim is at some point to have the leg in front of you and sit on your heel, even if you have the hands on the mat. And then change over and then sit on the other heel. Lovely. Once you've done the last one, find your way back into your chair. Big inhale, exhale, come all the way up. And hands to heart center. Release the hands to the front. Put them on your hips. And step the right leg in the middle of the mat somewhere. I'm going to heel toe the left foot out towards the left side of the mat. Heel toe the right foot out towards the right side of the mat. So I'm tramlining the feet. Leveling hips. I've got both heels on the mat. Big inhale. You can interlace the fingertips in the back. Grab the elbows. We're going to go into a pyramid. Exhale. Start leaning forwards with a straight back. Even more of a hamstring stretch. And then drop the head. Release the arms if you want. So you're giving your left hamstrings another stretch. Inhale into a halfway lift. Now I've got the hands onto the shins. Now you can put your right hand on the inside of the right foot. I keep it on my shin. Lengthen the spine and revolving the half moon. So the left arm is starting to go up towards the ceiling. You're more than welcome to put the right fingertips onto the mat, but make sure your spine stays long. Both legs are straight, pressing the right heel onto the mat. Right hand on the left shin if you want, or on the mat. Left fingertips reaching up. Try and stack the shoulders. Long spine. Are you okay, Lauren? You okay? Look down at your mat and either stay here or go into your revolving half moon. Reaching the right fingertips to the front of the mat, bending the left knee. Just pop the fingertips onto the mat, lift the right heel. You have been here before. This is a little bit easier. We've got 3 more breaths here. If you want to, bend the right knee and grab that right foot with the left hand to find that hip flexor stretch. Push into the hand. Hold it for 1 more breath. Release back into your half moon, revolving half moon. Foot on the mat. I've got right hand on the left shin, reaching up again into the revolving triangle. And then release the spine onto the shin, or towards the shin, the chest to the shin. One more stretch in the hamstrings. And then flat back. And hinge all the way back up, hands to heart center. Step to the front, shake it out. I'm gonna flush it out with a sun salutation. Release the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold it for one more inhale. It gives you time to stretch your chest. Exhale, hold. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up on the top. Exhale, hands to heart center and release them onto your hips. Make sure your feet are hip distance, step the left leg back, roughly about the middle of the mat. Make sure your feet are a bit wider, so we've got tramline feet. Hips parallel, level. Arms to the back, whatever you want to do. Make sure you can open your chest. Big inhale, look up. Exhale, hinging from the hips, reach straight back. Slowly. And then keep dropping the chest, the head, release the hands down if you want to. And stretch into those hamstrings on the right side. Keep pressing left heel onto the mat. Your right heel is going backwards, right hip is going backwards. Left hip is going to the front of the mat. Taking that hamstring, stretching the left side. Just a little bit further. Revolving triangle. I'm going to lengthen the spine. I'm going to put the hands onto the shins. You can keep them on the mat if you wish. Once the spine is long, left fingertips on the mat or on the shin. Start lifting the right shoulder, right elbow, right fingertips to the ceiling. Your aim is to stack the shoulders if possible, but keep pressing the left heel onto the mat. Drawing the belly button and straight spine as much as possible so the twist is happening from the belly button. Stay here or look at the mat. Left fingertips are traveling onto the mat or the front of the mat. Bend that right knee, revolving half moon. Float the left heel up. Reach the right fingertips higher. 3 more breaths. You're more than welcome to grab that back leg with your right fingertips and press into the hand if you manage that. 1 more breath. Release back into your revolving half moon. Take that short step. Left hand comes back onto the shin or onto the mat for the revolving triangle. Long spine again. And then release the hand, the chest onto the shin. Hold that hamstring stretch for 1 more breath. And then start hinging up with a flat back. Hands on your hips. Step to the front of the mat. Shake the legs out, feet hip distance. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Palms to the front. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, lift the right leg behind you. Exhale, step forward in between the thumbs. Runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 3, hinge forwards. Float into that balance again. Hold. Lift that left heel a bit higher with your next inhale. Exhale, step back into your crescent lunge. Reach the arms high. Inhale, pop the back knee down. Exhale, come back into your crescent lunge. Begin here, reach up, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, frame the front foot, shoot the right leg back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to do the other side straight away. On your next inhale, lift the left heel in the back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step through in between the thumbs. Runner's lunge. Back leg straight if you can. Inhale, crescent lunge. Straight into your balance. Exhale, warrior three. Hinge forwards. Float that right heel up high. Hold it for one more inhale. Use it to lift that right heel high. Exhale, hold. Inhale, long step back into your crescent lunge. Reach the arms up. Exhale, pop the back knee onto the mat. Inhale, come back into your crescent lunge. Exhale, frame the front foot. Step that left foot back. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, feet hip distance. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do exactly the same again. Release the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg up on your next inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms up. Exhale, warrior three. Float into your balance. Inhale, lift a little bit higher with the heels and fingertips. Exhale, hold. Inhale, slowly step back into your lunge position. Arms up nice and high as you exhale. Inhale, pop the back knee down. Exhale, come back into your crescent lunge. Inhale, hands on the mat, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, sinking onto the front. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, left leg up, other side. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, step through, runner's lunge. Inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, balance, warrior three. Slowly find that position. Inhale, lift everything higher. Exhale, hold. Inhale, step back into your crescent lunge. Exhale, settle into that stance. Inhale, pop the back knee onto the mat. Exhale, back into your crescent lunge, lift it off. Inhale, hands on the mat, high plank. Left leg shoots back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time each way. Release the hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. You can leave out the press up bit anytime you wish. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior three. Find that balance. Inhale, lift everything higher. Exhale, hold. Inhale, step back and straight away pop that back knee onto the mat. Exhale, back into your crescent lunge. Inhale, hands on the mat, high plank, shoot that right leg back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Other side straight away. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior three. Find a balance. Inhale, lift the heels and thumbs higher. Exhale, hold. Inhale, step back slowly. Pop the back knee down straight away. Exhale, crescent lunge. Lift the back knee off. Inhale, hands on the mat. Shoot the left leg back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, lift the right leg again. Find that three-legged dog and step on the outside of the right hand as you exhale. So it's a longer stance, a wider stance. Let's just hold that hip flexor stretch, back leg straight. Really send that left heel behind you. And if you can, drop both elbows onto the mat. You don't have to, you can stay on your hands. I still have the back knee off for now. If you need to drop the back knee off onto the mat, please do. Just hold it for 2 breaths. Come back onto the hands. Drop the left knee onto the mat. I'm going to untap the toes. Put both hands onto your right knee. Come up. Push your shoulders backwards. Side back bend. Bend that front knee and feel the stretch in the front of your left hip. Option here, keep the hands on your knees or reach both arms up, interlace, pistol position, reach up tall. Big inhale, and as you exhale, give it a slight back bend. Make sure the back bend is coming from the top of your spine, your shoulders, not your lower back. Clench your left bum cheek and feel that the back muscles are working to do that. There's no pain in your lower back. Big inhale, come back to center, release the hands. Exhale, left hand on the mat. Reach the right fingertips forward. And then again, reach them up, circle them all the way back. Let the left hip drop out to your left. Just point back to your left heel. If you want to come onto the outside of your left foot and drop the, right foot, and drop the right knee out to the right, it might help. Stay here or grab that back leg. Take that core stretch a bit further. Before you pull the heel onto your bum, press that left foot into your right hand. Feel the tension in the front of your left hip. Take a big inhale and then relax your left quad and pull that left heel onto your bum, but keep the hip low. So the stretch should get to your left quads and deep inside your left hip flexors. Release it off slowly. Bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Tug the back toes and lift the back knee off. Just going to turn around so you can see. You stay there guys, stay there, sorry. I need to turn around so you can see what's happening. Now option 1, walk the fingertips forwards. So I'm dropping the chest, the back leg is straight. If you need to pop the back knee onto the mat, please do. Option 2, I'm bringing the hands in. I reach under my right hamstrings, coming into airplane. So I'm feeling a lot of strength in my right leg and I'm trying to balance. Option 3, you're framing that front foot, hands are flat, hands about shoulder distance. You're gonna shift forward slowly. See if you can walk that right foot to the front. You have your right hamstrings onto, sorry, I need to turn around, otherwise you can't see. So I'm resting my right hamstring on my right tricep. See if you can shift forwards. See if you can walk that foot forwards. See what happens. I'm going to turn around again. Just have a little play with that. So as I'm shifting forwards, I'm feeling that I'm pushing myself forwards with the left foot. Now, if you feel you can walk that leg, pop your left rib cage onto your left elbow and straighten the front leg. It's a bit of a tricky one. I shift and then come back and relax. There's a lot happening here. Can you just, actually, can I just put the mic on? I can't put the mic on, can I? I just want to talk to you. Would you mind putting your mic on, guys, so we can actually chat, because it's quite exciting, I think. I'm way too excited. Now listen, let's try the same side again because you're nicely stretched out. Step back forwards, with your right leg. Trying to find the right angle here. Drop the shoulders, walk the hands. Mike, you can go for it. He knows it. He can go for it. Now I try to find the balance. So all the weight is in this right leg. Now clench this left bum cheek. It's a bit of a tricky one. Now reach underneath. Frame that front foot. Now I'm going to turn around. I'm bending the elbows, so my right tricep is a shelf. And at some point, as you shift forwards, walk that right foot forwards. Walk, 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 walk. So push yourself forwards. Can you see what my left foot is doing? Push. Now drop the left rib cage onto your left elbow. Tricky. At the same time, push that leg to the front. Push. Push. Yeah? And the last thing you're going to try, if the right foot comes off, you're going to clench your left bum cheek to lift it off. And your balance is going to fall to the front. Just have a go. If nothing else, that's going to stretch out your hip flexors to have this shifting forward, shifting forward. So my right tricep is still under my right hamstring. Have a few goes, step back, and just relax for a sec. If it feels nice, step into your downward dog and pedal it out. Are we okay? We're gonna try the other side. Sorry. Are we okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try the other side. I'm gonna turn around. We're going to a downward dog. Lift the left leg behind you. Step the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Long lunge. So you're already making sure that that left knee is above the left ankle. That's how long it needs to be. And then keeping the back knee off, the right knee off. Think about putting the elbow onto the mat. And it might not go that far, but as long as you drop that hip downwards, you're gonna feel the front of your right hip stretching. Come back onto the hands. Drop the back knee onto the mat. Untuck the toes, hands on your knees. Lift, slide back bend. Bending front knee, I clench right bum cheek because that protects my back. If you want that back bend, arms up, interlace, pointing to fingertips up. Big inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, try and bend back from the shoulders. So I'm feeling my shoulder blades here. This is going to strengthen your back muscles. One more inhale as you come back to center. Exhale, hands on the inside of the left foot. Left fingertip forwards, reaching all the way up and behind you. Grab the back leg if you want to go for it. Press that foot into the hand. Feel the front of your right hip. For now, it's just working. Bit of stretch there as well, or maybe a lot. One more inhale. As you exhale, release the tension in the left quad. That's your right quad, sorry. And pull the heel onto your bum. And hold. The less resistance you have in that back hip, the more likely you are to be able to lift that back leg off the ground. Release it off. Tug the back toes, lift the back knee. Come back into your runner's lunge. Drop the shoulders, walk the fingertips forwards, just to make sure that all the weight is in this leg. Keep dropping the hip. Walk back underneath your hamstrings. And try your airplane first, so you've got that balance. Then frame the front foot. So my left tricep is still underneath my left hamstrings. So I've got that shelf. My left tricep is a little shelf. Shifting forwards and backwards first. So I'm pushing myself forwards from the right toes. Maybe walk the left toes forwards. See if you can shift forwards and backwards. Then make sure your right rib cage goes onto the right elbow. So you make sure you can shift forwards first, so you can drop the weight onto that elbow. Or just push forwards and backwards with fairly straight arms. If you're thinking about lifting, you need to shift the weight all the way to the front. It goes into the wrists. So I'm on the elbow, the weight is in the wrists. I clench the right bum cheek, and that's going to lift it for me. Have a little play. Good. Nice. Once you've done that, step back into your downward dog and just pedal your heels out. So just find your static stretch. And just drop your knees onto the mat, push your feet to the side, sit your bum onto the mat. Legs straight in front of you. Grab your strap if you need it. One more forward fold. So big inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Use that strap or just use the back of your legs. And slowly sit back up. Scooch forwards a little bit. Bend your knees. Roll onto your back. Pull your left knee into your chest. Again, just massage your back just like before. And then one more spinal twist. Left arm goes out, shoulder blades down. Pull that left knee across to your right. Use your right hand on the top of the left knee. Come back to center. Left heel goes long, right knee in. Hug it in. Massage your back, pushing your knees side to side. Send it across to your left, right shoulder blades stay flat. Come back to center. Just give yourself another long stretch. And then bring the knees into your chest again. Now together, rock your back out. And slowly come into a seated position. And then sitting up tall. Legs comfy, spine long. Roll the shoulders back. And then loosening your neck, ear to shoulder one way. And the other way. Chin at the chest. Roll your head all the way around. And change direction. Come back to center, lift your chin. Big inhale just to finish it. Exhale into heart center. Namaste. Thank you guys. Well done, everyone.